Hey, what's up everyone? It's Dolbeck. Today I'm gonna speak about the fact that I quit marijuana and all the drug around. The only if I take drug again in my life, it's gonna be like morphine because I'm gonna be hurt. If I need a surgery or something, okay, put me to sleep during the surgery, but I'm done with weed and all those other drugs. I don't want to do mushroom, nothing like that. Like the big drug that are not weed. I quitted that a long time ago, but the weed, I like it so much that I never said I want to quit weed. The moment in my life, sometime that I slowed down the weed a lot, I even stopped it by myself during 8 months. I was like, I'ma stop and restart when I feel like when I can control myself. And then I stopped during the moment. I was feeling good. At this point, I was like, oh, would I restart? But, I was gaming a lot, and the people who was gaming with me was taking drug. Like, they were speaking a lot about the drug they was taking, edible, and all type of thing. And that became really hard for me, so I kind of restarted. But if I restarted, it's not because it's because I was into the uptick. Like, okay, I'm gonna restart and try to control myself. It don't work for me. I like it too much. I'm better to just quit. And uh, listen, when your system is full of weed, all right, it there's that resin, that black resin that's gonna be into your breathing system. And when you do, you see sometimes you're gonna spit, it's gonna be black. It's gonna be that dirt that is inside your system. So the proof that it passed by your mouth, it's a proof that it go into your stomach and you're digesting some resin all day. All right. So I think the worst thing about marijuana it is not like the smoke, the effect, the sequel. I think it's into your breathing system when you became to have a lot of resin stuck on your breathing system, and then you're like you do that, and boom, you just eat some resin without even realizing it. Your system is so full that you're not even tasting it. It's there, it just passed from there and then go there. Clack, clack. And without realizing, it's mixed together. So it's in your blood, it's in your stomach, it's everywhere on you, right? So this is one of the main reason I quit weed, and why it's dark in my house. It's because I can't sleep tonight. It's pretty hard for me, so I decided to make that video so I have something to do and just expressing myself because it's maybe gonna be easier like that. And yeah, so I was in my bed, and uh, when I was young, when I started the weed, it was a way to delete myself. Everyone at the school was telling me I was too much energetic and all that stuff. And when I tried Ritalin, I just like I did a psychose on it. It was not made for me. So I take like one or two times Ritalin in my life, and then like the bad trip I had on that was so huge that I was not scared to do weed anymore. So after that, not long after, I started to do weed, and this is weird, but a lot of people tell me that they was liking me more on weed because I was relaxed, but I was laughing for nothing, and that the teacher did not like that. But I was more relaxed, more peaceful, and yeah. And there's a big part to deleting your memory. Like right now, I just talk about deleting myself, deleting uh my energy, people was saying that I was hyperactive, but the reality is I just have a lot of energy, and I just need to do more sport than usual people. But you know what's cool too? You do sport twice per week. It's just nonsense. So yeah, I think yeah, it was not a system made for me. So yeah, there's another thing, another point that I want to make is the memory. Uh, I realize I always thought all my life, like I was always thinking that I had a bad memory, and the weed was for sure not helping because um, you know when you're about to remember something that hurt you, you just take a big hit and think about something else. And yeah, it's gonna not be too hard to think about something else and just like you're gonna get into a game, or you're gonna get into work and just like if you still think about it, take another hit, and if you still think about it, just eat a big meal till you have endorphin and all that shit. So yeah, you can clearly see what I mean. Maybe it's not gonna make sense for some people, but yeah. So I did not wanted to remember my past trauma. So I buried my inner children really deep inside, and it was really hard to go find it. Seriously, yeah. And I think the weed was making it harder for me to go seek that because it's a way for you to just escape. Like you're not escaping the reality when you're smoking weed. I think it's a point that the people miss a lot. When I smoke weed, I don't get into another reality and I start escaping. Okay? When I smoke weed, sometimes like when you get triggered or something and you take a big hit to calm yourself, yeah, like I think this is at this moment you want to forget everything that just happened, calm yourself, take that trip, that bong. And I think yeah, so doing that every time, I did big drug in my life. I can start naming them, but you know what's drugs, so yeah, I don't have to start naming drug. But yeah, like even taking it by my nose and shit, it was dirty, and I almost died 3 times, bleeding from my nose. Twice of those time I was into my friend house and she helped me when I was on the floor. And the third time that it happened, I was alone into my foster family, and I did not wanted anyone into the foster family to know it, cause like if they see you like that, they're gonna call and you're gonna be in big trouble, my guy. So I better like to almost die. I was sure I was going to die at this moment, bleeding by my nose non-stop. Like I I had to flush the toilet 3 times before passing out during the moment, and then waking up and go back sleep in my bed. Yeah. So at this moment, I was taking so much pills, the ecstasy, that I was farting. It was smelling the ecstasy and stuff. Just to explain how much, and yeah. So at this moment, it was why I quitted the ecstasy. It, it was by far my favorite drug in the past. Like you know the when you have a bad life, it make the life feel better. And like I remember I was doing a lot of drawing when I was on drug, and I remember in all my drawing I was writing "fuck the world." I just remember that recently. Fuck the world. It was for me. It's a phrase that I just kept coming back because there's two meaning in FTW. For the win, I'm a gamer, and fuck the world. I got abused. So the FTW for me had a huge meaning, and yeah. So this is one thing that I realized recently. It's a big part the reason why I'm taking drug is because fuck the world. And yeah. So I don't know if you guys seen the YouTube Jimmy the Art, but that type of channel help a lot to believe that there's some good human being outside and that like we are ready to help each other. There's some good guy out there that are helping people and just need to remember it. And you better want to be one of those dudes that help the people than be the dude who get the help. And you want, as a dude to give who's giving the help, you want to give the help to someone who's helping himself and still cannot achieve his goal. So the people who have handicap and stuff like that. So when you see someone in the street because he smoked crack, it's way less tempting to go help him than go for someone into a wheelchair. You see what I mean? It just kind of makes sense. And yeah, if you want to be into a position that you can help the people, I think like you need to be able to control your weed smoking. This video is not a video to tell the people stop smoking weed, stop taking edible or all that shit. It's a video to say that I am not able to control myself and I need to quit weed because I am not able to control myself. So I think I've been kinda honest and I know I don't do that much type of content, but people like people who are real and the reality is there. So it's my fourth day that I quit weed. And please God, give me the strength so I can keep it up till the rest of my life. Peace out.